Hi guys, welcome to our sketchup tutorial. And in today's tutorial, we're going to learn how to make a window. And I want to move on to more complicated windows as well. Right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to need to make a wall. So we activate our rectangle tool, and then we lock it in onto the red axis. Click one, give it a height. So right. When I use our push pull tool to give it some depth, give it a depth of 230. Press enter. Right. So now we have our wall 236. You have to take it is there on the side. Right. So now we're going to need to make a window opening. So we click here, and I'm gonna say this window is, you can give it dimensions if you want it, it's up to you, but for the sake of this tutorial, I'm just gonna create an opening. Right. So and this opening here, let's say this is my window. Okay. So I'm gonna use the push pull tool, push pull this back. Mouse over this line on top here, this backward line, click one, it makes an open. Next thing I'm going to do is triple click this space, triple click, right, and I'm going to make this a group because I don't want my window elements to stick to a wall. Right, now that that is done, I'm going to activate the rectangle tool because I want to draw my window frame, right? Okay, use the offset tool to give the window frame some thickness. The thickness of 30 millimeters. I'm going to click over this space and I'm going to press delete. Okay. I'm going to move to the back here, activate my push pull tool again so I can push pull this frame all the way to the back, the window. There we go. So now frame has been pushed back to the window. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to select this frame. Okay. And select the frame as well. Right click and also make it a group. So I want my surface to stick to the frame of the window. I want them to be separate from the frame of the window. Okay, so this is a simple sliding window, by the way. That's the first window we'll learn how to make, and we'll move to more complicated windows. So this is a simple sliding window made by aluminium, by the way. So we find the center of this corner and we mouse over this line to find the midpoint. Find the midpoint. After you find the midpoint, use inferencing. There we go. Now we're going to move it over here. You see the line is glowing blue. That means it's going along the blue axis. Right. So here it must glow green. We make that up to it. Okay. Now it's glowing green. I click. I go down. Glowing blue again. I complete it. Okay. Now I'm gonna give myself here a thickness as well. Now enter 30. Is that a thickness? And 30. Is that a thickness? I select this face and I press delete. Okay, now I'm gonna come back here, give a thickness to this window frame here, and now enter 30 as well. So it is 30, 30, 30, 30, 30. Right. So now that this part is complete, the next thing I want to do is draw the glass. Okay, glass. So we're going to apply our glass material. Activate my rectangle tool. I find the center here. I find the center, look for the center. I click one with my rectangle tool. I orbit until I go to the other diagonal corner. Find the center there as well. Click one. Yeah, perfect. Okay, good. So now we're going to go to our default tray and select some glass material. Right. So you select that. Come here. I apply my glass material to this window. Let's see this glass now. I'm going to triple click this here. Right click and I'll make it a component. The reason why I make this a component is because I want it to repeat within this window, right? Okay, window 1. Okay, I click create and it creates a component, right? Next thing I'm going to do, we're going to activate our movement tool, right? Activate our movement tool, and we're going to select this corner of our window. Select the corner, press Control to activate copy mode, and we're going to move our window. We want it to align that part here. Okay, let me try that again. Let me select this corner. Select this corner in copy mode, as you can see, by pressing Control, align it over there. And there we go. As you can see here, I have my sliding window. That's how you complete a sliding window. Right. If you want to add some more details to this window, you can also come in here, activate the line tool, and let's say this is want to show which panel open. Right. So click here, come over there, zoom in, do there, and there. And with that, they come in this sort of coming here, click face, eliminate the face, goes all in with the arrow. So this arrow signifies and shows us which panel is sliding and which one open. If you have this extension that I have over here for opening and closing, you can select this window panel, come to the settings here, you see iterative slider, select the joint axis, and select this one over here, this line here, click once, and activate over here, and move the window like that, put it there, and then come click, push it. There we go. So now you have an animation before going the open before. But this is only made possible because of the extension I downloaded from the extension manager. You can easily find it here. Like coming to extension manager and you have this extension available. Okay, so that's how you draw windows. Simple sliding window. So let's say we had more complicated windows. How would we go about it? Right? So let me just quickly control. Right. So with the same opening, right? And want to draw a more complicated aluminum style window, which is more popular these days. So the first thing we do, right, since we already have our frame over here, we already have our frame, you can select it because you can see our frame is grouped already, no problem. Come into here and we activate the rectangle tool and we look for the center over here. We click one and orbit all the way to this side, come back and you find the center of your click one. Perfect. Right. So what we then do, we're gonna activate guide mode. Right. When we want to activate guide mode, suppose we first have to give this a thickness. So let's give us a face a thickness. Right. So we click on give a thickness of 30 again. Right. So achieve the thickness. Okay. So next thing we're going to do is activate. I come here, I activate this offset tool I have active here, and I'm going to say 600, right? Because we're drawing an aluminum window. I'm going to say 600. I click over this in the line here, move to the side, and there's a value of 600. 600 makes it too small. Okay, let me try again. Enter a value of 1 meter. Let's say 1 meter. Right, so it's 1000. Click OK. Come in here, select that. Using my offset tool is active. I select that, click one, move over there, like that. I come here again, do the same thing. Right, perfect. So now, next thing we're going to do, we're going to offset this as well by 15 to 30. Right? So we'll come back, activate our offset tool, enter this into 30, and I'll click OK. Click this line in the middle, this is 30 over there, click this line as well, this is 30. Right? So next thing I'm going to do is find the midpoint. Right? I'm going to find the midpoint of this line. I just mark over it like this. Let's find the midpoint. Perfect. That's this one. So right over there. Same thing. Activate the midpoint. That's this one. Right. I then activate my offset tool and I give it 15. Why do I enter 15? Because I want it to be 30. So I enter 15 here. I click the midline again. 15 the other side. The same thing for the other line. 15 here. Come in here. 15 again. 15 over. So this makes sure that this mullion in the middle has an overall thickness of 30. Perfect. So what I'm gonna do is delete this space, delete face, delete select, delete, 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 and you can go ahead and erase this excess line as well, because we just want to pull it as just one simple space. Delete that, come here, delete that as well, and go over here, delete that again. And all my access lines have been deleted. I then activate my push pull tool. Push pull it from this side, give it a value of 15. So I want an overall thickness of 30. So I give it 15, press enter. Right? I rotate all the way to the back and I come double click. Right. Now it is an overall thickness of 30. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to activate our rectangle tool and come to this window in this folder where we're going to apply our class material. Right? Press huge and apply class material. Diagonal corner to diagonal corner. Apply something over here. Click, include, include, and apply. Okay, include, apply. Click, click one, click it again, click one. Right. The same thing for this side. Come in here and the midpoint, click as well. And the diagonal corner, come over there and I click one. Perfect. Right. Now what we then want to do is come into our default tray and choose this class material. Come in, apply, apply, and there we go. Now we're going to triple click it, select it all, and we're going to make it a group. And I'm then going to select the frame, the window, and click, and just make it one big group. And there you go. And that's how you draw more complicated windows. Right. One final thing, let's say you want to show with how the window opens as well. which you can do. And to activate our line tool, I'm going to use inner corner here. Click on node, come back down here, find the midpoint, right? Click on the wall, click on perfect. Next thing I'm going to do, select this line, so I'm going to apply this everywhere. And then show the operable part, how these windows open. Okay. We activate the movement tool in copy mode. Mode until I'm gonna press the up arrow key to like this on my blue outfit. I click this, leave in copy mode, make a copy of there, come over here, I find the midpoint as well. And if now look for the midpoint, I found it on the midpoint, I click there. Again, I could click this line in copy mode, go over here, look for the midpoint, lock it down to the up. This is my midpoint, click there. And that is how we create an aluminium style window in sketchup. Okay guys, thank you so much. And this is the Pure from the Academy of Doctors. See you guys in the next tutorial.